felt the urge disappear when the wound got heavy with truth. When avenues start feeling safe and every word cut through. I could have packed my silence, turned my back, changed the view, but standing right there in the tension, I saw something worth holding to. Fear knocked out on every door, told me I lose control, but love whispered something quieter about staying whole. I didn't run, and my chest felt tight to doubt. In the exit sign was glowing, and the name was calling out. I didn't run, and the storm refused to land. I stayed inside the hard hearts again and again. I've been summoned to escape before, calls it space, calls it time, but distance never healed my heart. It only drew a line. You didn't chase or corner me, you just waited there, and somehow the patience taught me how to care. I learned courage isn't shouting or standing tall without feet. It's choosing not to leave when leaving feels near. I didn't run, and my past came flooding in when old habits started talking, and I felt myself give in. I didn't run, but more than you took word. I stayed long enough to see the staying hurt just but worse. Running gives the illusion that you're saving yourself, but some battles only heal when you face them with someone else. It's not brave to disappear every time things shake. Bravery is standing still for love's sake. I didn't run from the questions, I didn't hide from the blame. I stayed untucked with responsibility for my part in the pain. I didn't mean when the fire burned too slow, when the thrill was gone, but the truth still showed. I didn't run, and that's how I grew, because the first time I stayed, I learned how to love you. So if you ever doubt my heart or fear that I might be, remember I might if I stay right here when running was easy. This is me choosing you. I stood at crossroads more than once, with every reason to turn away. I've heard the voice of self-protection telling isn't comfort, this isn't fear. This isn't me avoiding the truth. This is me looking at everything and still choosing you. This is me choosing you. Not because it's easy to know, but because love is a decision I make when I see it. This is me choosing you. When a feeling fades in return, when a lesson comes with heartbreak, and the heartbreak comes with growth. I know we're not untouched by damage. I know we don't have perfect dates. We've said things we wish we could take back. We've learned the hard way how to stay. But I don't need a flawless future. I don't need the end in sight. I just need this moment of honesty, where my heart aligns. I'm done confusing love with chaos, or passion with pain. I choose something steady, something that remains. This is me choosing you. When staying asks the courage, when walking away feels tempting, but would only cause more damage. This is me choosing you. Not once, not just today, but in the ordinary mornings, when love is quiet and gray. Choices louder than promises, action speaks beyond words. Love is built in repetition, in the days that are rehearsed. It's not about dramatic endings or beginnings that feel true. It's about standing here fully present and choosing you. I don't stay because I have to. I don't stay because I'm afraid. I stay because I want to, and I choose you this way. This is me choosing you. When the years start leaving their mark, when the fire turns into embers, still warm in the dark. This is me choosing you. If the start not the end, when love stops asking questions and just ends fun. So if tomorrow tests our resolve, if the road asks what we'll do, remember this moment, this truth. This is me choosing you. I stay when it was hard. It was easier to leave that night, when words cut deeper than the truth, when silence filled the space between us, and love felt tired, worn and bruised. I had my reasons, I had my pride, had every door unlocked to go, but something in your breaking voice told me this wasn't over. No, I saw the fear behind your anger, saw the pain you couldn't say, and walking out would have been simple, but loving you asked me to stay. I stayed when it was hard, when the easy road was clear, when my heart was full of questions and the answers disappeared. I stayed when it was hard, when the spark was almost gone. I didn't stay because it felt right. I stayed because love goes on. There were nights I felt invisible, standing right there by your side. Moments I swallowed all my feelings just to keep us alive. I wasn't perfect, I was scared, I doubted more than I should admit. Believing never healed a thing, it only hides from it. I learned that love is not a feeling that only shows up when it's light. It's a decision made in darkness to keep holding on through the night. I stayed when it was hard, when your walls were standing tall, and you didn't know how to love me, and I felt nothing at all. I stayed when it was hard, when hope felt thin and warm. I stayed through the confusion till a stronger us was born. No one claps when you keep trying, when the magic's long. No one sees the quiet courage it takes just to hold on. It's easy loving someone smiling, easy when the skies are blue, but staying when the storm keeps hitting, that's the truth. I stayed through miscommunication, through the nights we barely spoke. I stayed through all the moments where my heart almost broke. Not because I'm fearless, not because I'm strong, but because walking away felt more wrong. I stayed when it was hard, when the future felt unsure, when loving you was messy but still real, still pure. I stayed when it was hard, and I'd do it all again, 'cause love isn't leaving early, it's staying till the end. So if you ever wonder why I didn't turn and run, remember this one simple truth: I stayed when it was hard. Even when it hurt, I stayed. The words that cut too deep, and inside couldn't forget. Nights I lay awake wondering, is this with love or regret? I felt the weight of every silence, felt ignored, misunderstood, but walked in way felt like the light. Even I'm staying hurt, I won't pretend it was easy, I won't say I wasn't afraid, but love has more than comfort. So even when it hurt, I stayed. Even when it hurt, I stayed. When my heart was breaking slow, when I felt alone beside you and didn't know where to go. Even when it hurt, I stayed. And for years against time, I stayed through the bleeding moments, so healing could love hurts before it grows, before it learns to mend. Even when it hurts, I stay. When the voice went unheard, and all I need is honesty, and got silence instead of words. Even when it hurts, I stay. When the nights feel cold and long, I stayed long enough to find out what was right, not what was wrong. Anyone can love you smiling, anyone can love a calm, but loving through disappointment takes a different kind of heart. It's not weakness to feel pain or admit you almost dead. Strength is choosing to remain, and nothing's left but breath. I didn't stay to be a martyr, I didn't stay to be brave. I stay because love isn't proven by how fast you escape. Even when it hurts, I stay. I'm not choosing to love again, because the pain taught me patience, and patience taught me death. Even when it hurts, I stay. And I choose to stay today. When every scar needs failure, so mean you didn't walk away. So you see the marks I carry, and wonder why I stay. For this love grew right there. Even when it hurt, I stayed. Every morning feels like a question before my feet touch the floor. The world keeps offering options, some easier than before. I've seen love dressed up as freedom, heard temptation call my name, but when the noise starts getting louder, your presence stays the same. I don't choose you out of habit, I just a different view. But every road I consider leads me back to you. You're the choice I keep making. When the spark feels unfamiliar, when the fire learns to breathe slow, but someone grows deeper. You're the choice I keep making. When staying needs intent, not because it's convenient, but because it's meant. Some people wait for certainty before they give their heart. But certainty is built by staying when nothing's clear at the start. Love isn't found in guarantees or the absence of fear. It's choosing the same person even when doubt is near. I don't need to know forever. I don't need the end in sight. I just need to keep choosing you tonight. Final verse. You're the choice I keep making. When the easy roads appear, when walking away feels tempting, but love asks me to stay here. You're the choice I keep making. Not once, but every day. In a world full of exits, I choose you anyway. So if you ever wonder where I stand, or if my heart might stray, remember this one simple truth. You're the choice I keep making. We used to rush the answer like time was running out. Every pause felt like a problem. Every silence caused a doubt. We wanted things to happen fast, proof in every sign. But love was still a stranger then, still learning how to take its time. I thought passion meant perfection, thought urgency was true. I didn't know love was built by waiting through the truth. This was when love learned patience, when staying meant to grow, when we stopped chasing moments and let the feelings go slow. This was when love learned patience, when holding on felt new, not trying to change each other, just learning how to choose. There were days we didn't speak much, but the quiet didn't scare me. We learned how to listen deeper, not just hear what had to be. You gave me room to stumble, I gave you space to breathe. And in between those moments we found what it means to believe. We stopped counting all the hours, stopped fearing every pause. We trusted in the process instead of chasing cars. This was when love learned patience, when fixing wasn't the goal, when loving meant acceptance, not control. This was when love learned patience, when effort replaced demand, when heart was worth more than the show. This was when love learned patience, when we let ourselves be real, when we stopped demanding proof and started trusting what we feel. This was when love learned patience, and in that steady space, love didn't fade or disappear. It finally found its place. So if love ever feels too quiet, if it's not loud or new, remember this is how it grows. When love learns patience too. We didn't build this on fireworks or nights that never end. We built it on the mornings after, when we chose to try again. When apologies felt heavy and pride was hard to bend, we didn't search for exit signs, we searched for how to mend. Love didn't grow from perfect timing or words that sound divine. It grew from staying in the room when leaving crossed the mind. This was built on staying, on choosing not to go, on standing in the aftermath of what we didn't know. This was built on staying when it would have been easier to leave. We laid the bricks with patience and learned how to believe. Oh, 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 There were days we questioned everything, if the cost was worth the pain. But every time we faced it head on, something stronger remained. We learned how to fight fair, learn when to let things rest. We learned love doesn't always win, but it always gives its best. When the future felt unstable, when trust was hard to find, we stayed long enough to see what time could redefine. This was built on staying when the cracks began to show. We didn't paint them over, we let the structure grow. This was built on staying, not on comfort, not on ease, but on standing in the tension till it's softened into peace. Anyone can stay when love is easy, when road is straight and clear, but staying when it tests you, that's where love appears. It's not romantic at the surface, it doesn't shine or sway, but it holds when everything else falls away. Falls away. Falls away. Falls away. We didn't rush the healing, we didn't force the plan, we just kept choosing presence over who we used to be. This was built on staying, and that's why it still stands. Not because we never broke, but because we learned to mend. This was built on staying, and I wouldn't change a thing, because love that learns to stay learns everything. distance meant control. I called it self-protection, but it only left me cold. I used to run from tension, disappear when things got real. But standing here in front of you, I finally know what I feel. I'm done with disappearing, done with half-hearted goodbyes. If loving you is difficult, then difficulty is my choice tonight. I'm not leaving this time. When the words don't come out right, when we hurt each other trying to survive the fight, I'm not leaving this time. When the truth feels hard to say, I'm staying in the middle, not walking away. There are things we haven't fixed yet, conversations left undone, but I'd rather face the tension than pretend there's nothing wrong. I see the fear behind your silence, I hear it when you don't speak, and I won't punish your weakness by being weak. I don't need an easy love, I don't need a perfect plan. I just need the courage to be a better man. I'm not leaving this time. When the night drags on too long, when the weight of what we carry feels a little too strong, I'm not leaving this time. When forgiveness takes its time, I'm choosing patience over pride. I'm staying in this line. Leaving used to feel like freedom, like I finally had control. But staying means accountability and giving all my soul. It means listening when I'd rather shout, holding on when I want relief. It means loving you in progress, not waiting for peace. I won't vanish when it's quiet, I won't go when it gets loud. I won't make you fight alone, I'm here now. I'm not leaving this time. When the past comes back around, when the cracks start showing clearly, and our feet aren't on the ground, I'm not leaving this time. This isn't fear, it's choice. I'm standing in the hard parts with my own voice. So if you're scared, I'll disappear, like the ones who came before. Look at me, I'm still right here, I'm not leaving anymore. You just sit beside the fire. We're holding on without noise. When the feelings feel unsure, when love becomes commitment, not a cure. Holding on without noise. When there's nothing new to say, in the stillness of the moment, we remain. Silence isn't distance when it's shared with someone true. It's the sound of trust breathing between me and you. It's staying when there's no applause, no drama to perform. It's choosing to be steady in a world addicted to the storm. We don't chase intensity, we don't chase intensity. We don't fear the calm, we don't fear the calm. We found something lasting, some staying soft, not loud. We're holding on without noise. When the thrill is changing shape, when love asks for consistency, not escape. Holding on without noise, and that's the part that's rare. In a time that loves to leave, we're still here. So if our love feels quiet, if it doesn't scream or shine, know this is still standing. Holding on, we're staying there.